Hello everybody, my name is Starrapter. Welcome to the channel. This is my travel vlog for my Eurotrip 2023. Super excited to go abroad for the first time for about 12 days. Starting it off tonight, flying into London where I'll be at Star Wars Celebration for a few nights. Following that up with a flight to Amsterdam, Netherlands, and then taking a train over to Berlin, Germany. So it's gonna be so much fun. I'm super excited. I'm gonna have this journey shared to you all to live vicariously through me, so I hope you enjoy. Long ass escalator, probably the longest escalator I think I've ever been on. This has to be the one my aunt was talking about. Alright, so this is a big deal, everybody. I'm here at a Star Wars filming location. I'm here at the Canary Wharf station in London. This is where they filmed Starrapter base right behind me. As you see, they transformed this location overnight to have Jyn, to have K2SO, to have Cassian Andor infiltrating the Starrapter base to get the plans for the Death Star. This is so surreal right now to be in this place where they actually filmed a Star Wars scene. Super cool. All right, here's my first reaction to being in London. Just got off the tube. Here I am in the Canary Wharf area. It's like basically Manhattan around here. Giant skyscrapers, pretty cool. Subway was a lot different than New York. You could actually clearly hear the robotic voice telling you where you were, which is always nice to know exactly where you are. I'm basically working off of no hours of sleep at this point. Did not sleep on the plane, but my energy level is still remaining high. So much to see, so much to do. So really cool views already. All right, so we're in London proper right now. We're on Liverpool Street here, just got off of the tube. This is just quintessential kind of London architecture all around. Just really cool stuff here. In back of me, you see some old time buildings. Yeah, this is really neat. We're about to get a full English breakfast here. Can't wait for that. That's something that England is known for, a full course breakfast. Gonna check out Tower of London and as much else as we can before the convention starts tomorrow. Here we go. And I have stepped back in time. This is the Tower of London. I feel like I'm in Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings right now because there's a castle literally in the middle of, as you can see, a very modern city. It's so weird to see this juxtaposed with the old history. Very cool. legitimate castle in Windsor, about an hour west of London here. This great little quaint village with a gigantic castle in the middle of it. This castle is very prominently featured in the series The Crown, and the Queen often decided to live here rather than Buckingham Palace in London itself. So yeah, really cool history, just an awesome village here at Windsor. The obligatory running through London video. I like to run in every foreign city I go to, or any new city in general. There's nobody around. Morning of a day 3 at the convention. So yeah. Okay, so that is a wrap on London 2023. Some cool things to note about this place is that everything seems a little bit more friendlier than the US. Everybody's always happy to help. You have plenty of ways of getting around the city, which is a lot better than other places I've been to in America. Buses, trains, all those sort. Very easy to read the map, so pretty cool stuff there. You have overhead trains, you have underground trains, so a lot of different ways of experience in the city. We went to a couple of the locations, didn't get inside any of them. We went to the Tower of London and walked literally around the entire place. We went to Windsor and we literally walked around that place. And we seen Big Ben. Of course, it was pouring rain, so we didn't really get a chance to see that typical British weather. And that's another thing. Yeah, it can rain basically whenever, even if there is no chance, it'll just rain. So, you know, temperate climate, I guess, in the 40s at night, 50s during the day. It is April, so, you know, it's a little bit more in that in-between realm of the seasons here, but overall, very cool place, and I would love to visit again. Next stop is Amsterdam. All right, I made it to my hostel in Amsterdam, and this is a really cool place. Very tiny, but we have a really cool view. It's actually a nice day, according to the locals. You don't get many of these nice sunny days here in Amsterdam, I guess, this time of year. So a lot of people on bikes riding in on the taxi from the airport. Just really cool things to check out for our 1 of 2 nights here in Amsterdam. All right, so I'm out on one of the major canals here in Amsterdam. So far, the city is really, really neat. A lot different than London. I've never seen this many people on bikes before. As you're walking by, there's literally hundreds of bikes. There's way more bikers than there are cars. So that to me is just, it's a completely different kind of feel than anything else. There's also a lot of houseboats, you know, so there's a lot of variety around here. A lot of people are running. It's a very nice day apparently. I guess Amsterdam rains a lot, so taking advantage of the weather here. Alrighty, that about does it for our trip to Amsterdam. This was a lot of fun. This community, this little this place is actually smaller than Brooklyn apparently. We went on this awesome little cruise around the canals. There's like 150 kilometers worth of canals in this place. They were all created artificially, so that was really interesting to find all this information out on this little cruise through the canals where we had a couple of drinks and talked to the locals there. And we also went on a bike journey, as is the case for everybody that lives in Amsterdam. It's a perfect place to ride bikes because it's very flat, hence Netherlands means lowlands literally. So you get to go and ride your bike, lock them up anywhere. It's the bike capital of the world. So if you're any inclination of riding a bike, this is your place to do it. It's a lot of fun and it'll get you anywhere faster than a car. There's barely any cars around here actually, which is a really nice twist on things. The architecture is amazing. Just like London, they can't really build any modern buildings in the center of Amsterdam there where all the different tourist stuff are and the history is there. And you even see some houses are starting to settle and kind of become a little bit crooked, if you will. So really interesting stuff there. A lot of windows. Apparently Napoleon Bonaparte had a window tax where the more windows you had, the more you'd have to pay. Hence the rich people had the houses with the most windows. So a lot of cool little tidbits, a lot of cool little facts. We walked through the red light district, which is something that felt like it was straight out of Pirates of the Caribbean, walking back into time. And it was also happened to be raining at night, so very much kind of an ambiance with that seedier side of Amsterdam over here, and lots of fun to be had. We had our pancakes, our little stroop waffles, all the usual things, the fries, of course. So, you know, this place is not known for Dutch food, is not the greatest. Apparently, that's coming from the locals too. But lots of other fine cuisine. We had Indonesian food for the first time. Really flavorful, really rich. But yeah, I definitely want to come back here. We only had 2 nights, 2 days, and that definitely was not enough to see even a fraction of everything here. But next stop, we're going to take a 6-hour train ride all the way to Berlin, Germany. So here we go. Boats, planes, automobiles, and trains, apparently. So we'll see you then. All right, so I've made it to Berlin, and what a shot to show you guys first here in Germany. I am at the Berlin TV Tower, about 600 and something feet above the city of Berlin, and I'm about to have a drink, so enjoy the wonderful view. All right, here I am at the Brandenburg Gate here in Berlin, national monument. This thing has stood the test of time for hundreds of years. So yeah, we're out here in the rain. No matter what, we had to come out here, even if it's pouring out here. It's really cool to be in touch with history, like with this thing behind me here. Very cool. And I am now at the Reichstag here in Berlin. This is their government building, I guess sort of like their parliament or their Congress, if you will, for Germany, for Berlin. So yeah, very famous building out here. So I'm standing here at the Holocaust Memorial here in Berlin, Germany. As you can see, it's all different columns, unmarked columns. It's very eerie. There is a very profound sense of sadness as I'm walking through this place, knowing the millions of Jews that were exterminated, genocide here during World War II. Yeah, this is a sight to behold. a sight to behold. Okay, so I'm standing at the East Side Gallery. This is what remains of the Berlin Wall that stood in Berlin for about 30 or something years during the Cold War, separated the Soviet Union from free Western Berlin. It's really cool to be part of history here. I love the artwork that they decided to just illustrate this once very stoic kind of uniform wall. It's something really colorful and something worth checking out. It's just, again, really cool being part of history right here, right now. All right, and this is the part of the video that I really didn't want to have to do, but yes, this is my last entry on my trip for Europe 2023. Leaving Berlin here shortly, and just a few thoughts on the trip is it was a trip of a lifetime. This was something that I've been looking forward to, but also something I never thought I'd get a chance to do. So here in my 30s, getting a chance to go to sort of the homeland, if you will. I mean, I'm part German, English, so getting to see those cities where my ancestors were in was a really interesting, kind of unique experience for sure, because it's like, I feel welcome here kind of thing. Yeah, of course, the weather in Germany is absolutely atrocious. It rained here all the 4 nights we were here, basically. And now it's just starting to get nice out as we're going to get on the airplane. Go figure. But we didn't let the rain and the inclement weather stop us of Europe, because we were still going out there prepared in the rain. Good thing I brought that rain jacket to get as much footage as I could, to see as much as I could. Especially in Germany, it definitely felt a lot more relaxed, because in London it was a little bit more hustle and bustle with the convention going on, seeing as much as I can, see my buddies over there. But getting a chance to slow things down in Amsterdam and Berlin was great. I am looking forward to going back to America. There's a lot of differences, but also a lot of similarities. I would say there's a lot more similarities in Europe than I thought there would be going into it. Yeah, things are a lot smaller here, from the vehicles to the streets to the bathroom stalls. Those things are all small, but I mean, everything else, the language barrier didn't exist. Everybody spoke English very fluently here, so I actually really enjoyed just being among the people, if you will, just eating something on the side of the road at like one of these sausage stands in Germany here, just, you know, just people watching essentially is really fun. And just, again, seeing the historical sites, just feeling that you're at a different part of the world when you haven't been anywhere your entire life is a nice way of just seeing everything out there. There's so much to see, so much to do, so much adventuring to go on, so many moments where it was just, hey, this happened from happenstance because we just happened to be over here and looking around the unbeaten path. So yeah, if anybody is watching this video and is thinking about going someplace and maybe a little bit trepidatious about it, I say just go for it. Just save the money if you want to go to a place. Save the money, go to it, and I think you'll really enjoy yourself, especially in Amsterdam, London, and Berlin, where I was at. All three very distinct cities. Berlin is that hyper modern kind of monochromatic kind of thing, to Amsterdam, which is very much preserved in time, to London, which is a little bit of the both, but also has that kind of darker element to it as well. I think these were great choices to pick for us to go on our first big trip outside of the United States. But for more on my trip, you can check out my celebration coverage here right on the channel. And for more on my journeys going forward, we will probably have more things to do in the future. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more on the little travel videos I do from time to time. So that's gonna do it for me here at Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.
Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.